Hello, this is the price action for yesterday, the EURUSD 3-minute chart. We had a spike and a range, and then we had a breakout and a channel. So let's go up to the 15-minute chart to see how this formed. So the day prior, we've sort of overshot this channel here, and we've created a range, and we've broken out of there and spiked up, and we've created a channel, and we're actually inside a bigger channel, so that purple line is actually this really big downtrend. So that's the breakout area there. So we break out of there and we retest the high here, which happens commonly after you break out of a channel. It'll go back up and retest the high. And it's on the third touch and it fails, and we get those two legs back. So that's what we played last night. We were playing those two bigger legs. At the end of the night, it ends up in this little range. It is sort of still on a little bit of a downtrend, and then we head on up. So we've sort of gone big up, big down, and then we've gone big up again in the US session and gone big down again. So we're definitely range right now, but it is the first break of this channel. So we'll see where we go from there next week. Let's go to the 3-minute chart and see the trade. So the start of the night, we've spiked down. You got to remember this bigger channel is in play. I've got it marked pink in this 3-minute chart, and we head on down there. So we spike down, and you do get this micro channels and things like that. And there is a bit of a like you can take small scalps of those micro channels, but they are riskier. So I just leave that alone. We come back to the EMA. So this is a better trade. So this high here is implied. So what I mean by that is we've had a really strong spike down, and we are sort of channeling and rejecting. We are expecting that at some stage to pull back. So if you're just patient and you wait for it, the first attempt up is probably going to fail. So the second it fails, you can just go short. And you're expecting a retest of the lows here. So yeah. Also, you can draw your measured leg on there if you want to swing trade. So if you're thinking you're going to get a swing the whole way down, it's a bit more riskier to take the swing here, only because there is resistance here from the outside of the channel. And you can see once it hits into that, it sort of goes sideways. But it's also overshot this micro channel line. So that's how I see it. So I would see this micro channel line, it's overshot there. So my range, this range, how I draw it in is like this. I start from the breakout area and I just pull down to the low. And now I expect that range to hold. So it then pulls up. We get this spike and micro channel, and then that fails. So you can go short there down to the lows. And now we're in a trading range. So down, up, down. This is a second attempt up. So you can go long there. It's just to the EMA basically for a scalp. We get those two legs up, and that plays out. So you can completely see the two legs up there. We break out of a trading range. First breakout's probably going to fail. And then it does fail, so you just drop your limit order in. Underneath that bar, the second it ticks under there, you should get filled. And if you don't get that one, so you take your scalp, so you get out, you'll hit your scalp trade. Then it rejects back strongly, and then it fails again. And this is the one that if you take it, you get that second leg of this actual pink channel. And that's a really nice trade. So you can swing it down. So I've marked them yellow. Even this one's yellow if you want to attempt for the swing. Yeah, I like to scalp out a portion anyway. So even if you are swing trading, it's better to take some profit at some point. So we get down here and we break out of this range, and we are gapping here. So there's big gaps between bars. So you are kind of expecting we'll make this second leg here. But we're also hitting this second leg of this channel. So there is profit taking going on. So it does sort of slow down. This you would expect the first attempt up to fail here, but we are pretty far away from the EMA. I marked this morning. I was like, yeah, it probably still is an okay trade. We're expecting this to channel down a little bit. So you can just scalp it. I didn't mark this one because we're getting so close. We're at the measured moves here, which are really important. Like you should really draw your measured moves in, because there's a lot of pullbacks at measured moves and things like that. Just knowing where they are gives you good targets and makes you just more objective in your trading. So this heads down here. We reach a low, so we've had like 3 presses on this micro channel here. And then we head back up to the EMA. Now, I like this trade, so we get our 2 legs back to the EMA. So you can go short there, but you can see how it sort of fails there, but because there's so many bullish bars, it's not safe really to take that trade there. So I'd rather wait for that second entry. So you get that one, and you can only scalp out. So your lows are here, so you're only taking 1 bar on there. And then we sort of head back to the EMA. It's sort of like a channeling up, and that fails. It's also like a second entry short again, so you can take that trade down to the lows. So you should have your micro channel on there, or your channel line, knowing where the lows are. And then we start trending up again, and we break out. By this time here, you should be able to put your blue channel on as well. So after this trade, you should be looking for the lows here and this here, and thinking we might be in a bigger channel, and that's what you are in. And then it heads back up. It fails again here, so you can take that trade down to the lows, and that's the 3rd press on this blue channel. So you are expecting some kind of reversal attempt, and this has also retested the low. So what you want to see for a channel to play out is the channel runs its course, it breaks out, it retests the low. A lot of times it'll retest the low and get 2 little legs and then head up. So it sort of retests the low, and then these are the 2 little legs, almost double bottoming, and then head up. But because I draw the channels on there, I'm looking for those 3 presses, and I am looking for it to, if it gets a measured leg, I am thinking there may be some sort of reversal attempt here as well, just because it's a measured move. There's lots of reasons that you look for reversals, but I'm not big on reversals. They are harder to take. I'd rather scalp out my regular trade and then just hold and hopefully get that bigger swing. But those were the trades.